Blacks had many successes. See, in the last 30 years, we've moved into areas that our fathers and grandfathers just wouldn't have dreamed of. Great things have been done. But with that, we also begin to lose sight of the fight. In short, we can say sophisticated. With that sophistication came stagnation of action. See, today we talk a lot, but not much action. But with the change, there must be a change if the African American, oh, by the way, that's what I'm calling now, is going to finally reach his full potential. You see, we split ourselves. Some got rich, we forgot to fight. Some got angry, and decided not to even go back and help out. All of us have got far away from the struggle that we forgot where we were. You know, a great man once said, those who have not learned their history are doomed to repeat it. Guess what, y'all? On our way of proving that statement. We have all the opportunities our ancestors could only have dreamed of. We don't take advantage of none. We become so blinded by this thing we call success, we can't see the struggle that got us started in the first place.
Amen.
The fight for civil rights has been overshadowed by the fight for record sales. American Idols now get more prominence than the American president. Who is African American, by the way? We got the power, we got some money, but we failed in using that power and that money wisely. We failed because we left God and the church with the struggle and took the success upon our own. Seems though we forgot God and forgot the church. We look to other ways, but look what that has got us because of economic failure, how to control children, unspeakable acts being committed every time you turn on the news.
Amen.
I think God is trying to tell us something, y'all. He's saying, come home. Come home to where it all started. Come home to where you first began, and let me show you how to fix the shit. This is the time to come home. All over the country, people, African American people, are coming home to the church that they left so long ago, because they know that He got us where we are, and to be Him to get us where we need to be, as a people and as a nation. See, Dr. King said in his last sermon that he had been to the mountaintop and seen the promised land. And he said that as a people, we could make it there one day, but we haven't made it yet. But if we come back to the church and to God, we will and we can.
Amen.
God will do all He said He would do. And it won't matter what they give us. It won't matter what they even call us. Because when God says it, it's already done.
Amen.
Yeah, they call us a lot of things. They call us Canadian. They call us colored. They call us Negro. They call us Afro-American. Black. Now they call us African American. But soon they'll give us a new name. I'm going to say Ethan, because I'll settle for nothing less.
Amen.
Evolution of a culture. Yes, change is coming, but change has always come to our people. With the change also comes attacks on us. Outright racism is shunned in modern society, but if we look closely, we can see that it is still alive and well, and aimed directly at our young black men. It's like someone has figured out that if these young men come together and put their minds to it, they could be a dangerous force to behold. So society continues to pollute those minds. And in that, they control those minds. And they form them to be what they want them to be. But there are some who refuse to be polluted. And because of it, they are labeled public enemy number one.
They after me. They after me. They all after me. They want me dead. They want me wiped off the face of the earth. To say that I'm disliked is a gross understatement. In reality, I am hated. I am public enemy number one. What have I done to incur such fear? What is it that has me marked for death? What is my crime? What is my charge? In their eyes, it's more detestable than murder. In their eyes, it's more of a threat than an armed robbery. It's three little words. Three little things. Three little things that, if they taken separate, would be all right, would be harmless, would be okay. But when they're put together, they make me the target for destruction. Young, educated, black man. Young, educated, black man. You see, they hate me because I am feared. I am feared because of the potential that I have if I would be given half a chance. So most of the times, I'm not even given half a chance. Because in my neighborhood, the drugs flood the streets to keep my mind flooded. In my neighborhood, they build projects and put us on welfare so that we remain crushed to the system. And that any time I dream to reach out farther than what I can see, they kill my dreams instantly. In my neighborhood, they give my schools subpar equipment. They give my schools subpar funding. And we have to deal with overcrowded classes. So that when I get into the real world, I'm 3 steps behind.
That's right. That's right.
But the real reason I'm hating, the real reason they can't stand me, is because despite all of this, I press on.
Amen.
Despite all of this, I press on.
Amen.
But I don't get in school, I read and I educate myself. And then what really burns it up, I go back and I reach back for those that are not on my level, and I try to bring them to my level. You see, it's like a virus. If I teach one, and then that one teaches one, and then that one teaches one, pretty soon we could have a nation full of young, educated black men. And wouldn't that be something? Man, look what one educated black man is doing. What you think would happen if we had a whole nation? Man, you see, knowledge is power.
It is.
If you have knowledge, you can have the power.
Amen.
You have the power to change.
That's right.
You have the power to make things better. But there are those that don't want change.
That's right.
There are those that don't want things to be made better. There are those that want things to stay the same. And I'm not talking about a race of people. I'm not talking about a group of people. Like I said before, it's about power. As in principalities and powers. As in we fight not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of the air, against spiritual wickedness. Black man, this is our enemy. Black man, this is who we must fight against. So many times, black man, we take the easy way out.
Amen.
So many times, black man, we want to take the easy way out, but we got to stand up.
That's
By the